trying to log into the office now.
Okay, all right, sir. So I will allow Mr. Rombuskela, who is the president of International Partnership, to actually do a brief presentation of what ThinkCyber is. So we can actually do the commercial presentation, then dive into technical tools, our technology, Siberian Marina, then Spectre. You are welcome, Miss. I said
Okay.
Mrs. Adewumi Adeoye Elizabeth. You are welcome. So, Mr. Rombuskela, please, you
Yeah,
have the
she
floor.
just logged in. She just logged in. Mr. Adewumi just logged in.
Yeah, Mr. Rombuskela, you can actually do an introduction.
Yes. Hello. Hello and good evening. How are you, sir? How are you, Professor?
Yes, I'm okay. And you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. I'm honored to be here. I'm from ThinkCyber. I actually have two hats. I'm both from ThinkCyber Israel, and I'm also from ThinkCyber Nigeria. I'm in charge of global partnerships and in charge of the different branches. I'm in connection with mostly the different branches which are around the world. We have in India, we have in the United States, we have, of course, in Nigeria, which is ICOM, and we have in Singapore, and we're expanding, and we are very excited to potentially work together with the university. And I'll pass it over to ICOM because he's the expert in the actual trainings. I'm more from the partnership aspect. We work very closely together, and ICOM is doing a great job in Africa. He's one of he's probably doing the best out of all of our teams all over the world, and we're very excited to, as I said, potentially work with you. And I'll pass it on over to ICOM. ICOM, take it away. Thank you.
Okay, thank you once more, Mr. Ron. So, Prof, this presentation is two stages. We'll do this first presentation today, open up the technology to you, to your team. Now, if there is an interest to come into a free trial and look at the technology, we'll now bring in our Chief Operating Officer from Israel to have a management meeting with the team, then we can now start a free trial. The free trial is no strings attached. After looking at the technology, if you feel it's what you want to implement in the university, you go ahead. So this is the first stage of engagement with the university. So ThinkCyber is actually a global company when it comes to world-class simulator training. Now, as regards universities, universities often struggle to meet up with recent threats and cybersecurity training as it unfolds within the ecosystem. The ecosystem simply meaning the academia, a technology company like us. Now, the real industry people who use graduates from the academia to actually protect critical cybersecurity assets. Now, how do we bridge this gap? Now, the threats are actually getting bigger every day. Now, there is a gap not only in Nigeria, across the world, in bridging the gap between the threat these people face and the caliber of hands they need and what the university is teaching. That is why we brought in ThinkCyber. That's what the role ThinkCyber does. We actually approach transforming cybersecurity education with ThinkCyber, the ecosystem approach for next generation of cybersecurity professionals. What we simply do with technology, we work with universities to actually bridge the gap in what bringing them up to speed in actually what the industry need. I'll go more deep into that. Now, we started way back in 2016, where in Tel Aviv, Israel, the CEO of the company is Mr. David Schiffman. We have the CEO of the company, which is Mr. Sylvan Buchaman. I'm the country director of ThinkCyber in Nigeria operation. Now, while Mr. Rombuskela actually works both in Israel and he actually manages partnership with us here in Nigeria. Now, what does ThinkCyber do? They train, being a military company, an ex-military company, we build capabilities in training with military, secret service, police, government, and universities. Military, secret service, police, government, and university. Now, with the use of technology and actually AI and nodes, we actually get updated threats, which we actually extract this attack and technique. We turn it into what? Educational materials for universities to update their capabilities and be ready for the market to hit the road running from day one. Now, we have presence in about 15 countries. Now, our global impact, we are in Israel, we are in Singapore, we are in most big tier one universities in the United States use this. We are in Nigeria, we are in India, we are in Bulgaria. Those ones are not there. Just to mention a few. Now, success stories we have which you will be seeing the pictures. I think we started while some of the trainings are actually bounded by MOU. We don't talk about it in the open house. Now, the ones we could talk about is training. We started in Africa by training military in Rwanda. We have a strong presence in Rwanda. They have about 2 academies, and they're actually working with the government, building large numbers of cybersecurity professionals from Rwanda. We've trained military, we've trained financial institutions, we've trained tech companies, as you can see pictures now. These are some of the trainings we've done around the world. Now, like you have the FBI. So we have the FBI in Israel. We actually train them in advanced forensics. Now, I think about 150 of them came for the training, and they were actually part of the SCADA training they took to actually look at how they properly manage, train to avoid terrorist attack. Their picture is not here. So these are training done in Singapore. These are training done in India. We have the ones done in Japan, Tokyo, and this is a UN training. Now that's across the world. Now in Nigeria here, these people are from former DPR. They call it NUPRC. They actually came for training. They are called IT guys. Now, in terms of the students, graduates and students, we've trained couples in Nigeria who are currently successful. This is before these 2 first guys are actually doing currently well. These are the pictures of when they were coming in. These are some of the success stories we have, as you can see. This is a Kene AJK here when he was coming in for the training. This is the second company he's working for, FCMB Group. Now, so that we can pick it out of context, if I come here, okay, let me use somewhere here. This is LinkedIn profile in real time. If I check for Ekene GK, so that it doesn't look, we're just picking pictures. So I'll just use him as, I think I'll just use 2 of them as, he is just a regular tech guy who came, although he's a first-class product. So he started with us. Immediately he finished, we did a job fair for him. He got a job with First Bank. He changed 2 jobs in 1 year. Currently he's with FCMB Group. Now, Olayemi Awofisoye joined us as a NOC manager from Huawei, the almighty Huawei. He was their NOC manager in Oriental Hotel here. After taking the training, that's way back in 2022. If you look at his education, so ThinkCyber, he took the training. Today, he's the assistant director of IHS. After taking the training, he used that to actually move to Etel to actually work as a technology partner in governance, cybersecurity governance. Then today, currently, it's their he took the training while he was here, moved to this place. He's an associate director in IHS. So that's actually how strong the training can be. We have other couples of success stories. We have Grace Adimefe, who read English, came to take our training, and actually went ahead to actually get a job in First Bank. Arinze Kunobi works for one of the biggest cyber SOC we have, Cyber SOC Africa. Now we have cyber programs. Now we have champions from, this guy is actually was the best student from the cyber training last year. They are currently doing their international internship while still in 400 level with a company in UK called Encrypted Edge. He's still a student, but he's already doing his internship in the industry. Now, Bola Anwe is actually one of the cohorts who actually came in from Nokia Siemens, currently actually doing well. Now, these are other, Abioye Oyatoye did his master's in South Africa. He came in for the training. He won the CISO award for this particular company last year. Emmanuel Chijioke Nwokike was actually working for First Bank, but not in cybersecurity. He got this job while he was actually taking that training with First Bank. Now, Olayemi Awofisoye. We don't talk about this guy because he was already a top flying personnel, just took a cybersecurity training. However, he now went ahead to start heading this GZ group as their group technology manager. Now, what is exactly our mission with the universities? So universities often struggle to produce graduates who can hit the ground running from day one in the industry. Why? Because of the lack of integration of what technology. Now, we currently have couples of guys who have done, we have one situation of guy who has done his MSc in cybersecurity in Ireland. He's a graduate of one of the private university. He, after even graduating, he noticed that he could not fit into the industry. Then he came back to take our training. So this is currently in our training. That after paying about £12,000, after paying about £12,000, okay, after paying about £12,000 to actually get so, while still in, he's taking the training all the way from Ireland, is actually this is actually in our training, taking ThinkCyber training. So, what is actually the missing link? What is actually that stuff that actually, it's simply hands-on, the hands-on, bridging the classroom and the industry with the use of technology. Now, ThinkCyber has a proprietary technology called Cyberium Arena. With Cyberium Arena and Spectre, we have trained tons of next generation professionals who have gone ahead to the industry to become experts. Now, high-level training, hands-on training, real scenarios, what ThinkCyber offers, cybersecurity training, customized training in both telecoms, finance, government sector, as I will show you, LinkedIn, uplink opportunities. We actually create opportunities where our codes actually get recognized internationally. Now, our certification is actually not a local certification. In partnership with City and Guilds, you have access to 100 countries. In partnership with City and Guilds, you can tender a certification anywhere across the world, covering 100 countries. Now, specialized courses, now, highly in-demand courses, pen testing, SOC analyst, incident response, and forensics that are currently in high demand in Nigeria. Now, we like actually bringing the real face to it. So this is a guy currently in UK. We actually were supposed to do an event. So I was asking him, what exactly is the hurdle? Now, normally we know that if you want to get high-level jobs outside the country in cybersecurity, they call something security clearance. You must have a kind of security clearance. Those kind of jobs are reserved either for somebody who has permanent residence. Now, that means Nigerian graduates who actually just finished from our training and university can actually go ahead and start working for SOC. As you can see, SOC jobs are available for technician visa for incomes with experience, certification and Nigerian quality, 100%. They're already in UK and they pay as much as £30,000 per annum for those kind of new intakes just coming in. Why? They expect them to stay in the country for 3 years, get a permanent resident. They can now take high job that actually. So with the emergence of AI, other technologies coming out, cybersecurity is actually here to stay. And for a very long time, for a very long time, the industry will be in high demand of what cybersecurity professional. Now, I will jump into the technology part where I talk about our technology and what makes us different. So this is what makes us different is the use of what technology to build capabilities. Is the use of technology to build capabilities across the globe. Now, how do we learn? We have our 360 degrees mode of training. We have videos, we have books, we have labs. We have labs students do like this. These are labs. So they solve labs. Then we have scenarios. Then we have projects. Sorry, please. Are you guys still there? Is Prof there? Hello? Okay, sir. I just want to be sure you're on seat, sir. So we have books, we have lab. Now, okay, so we have the 360 degrees mode of training, which is what books, labs. So labs, sorry, just 1 minute. So we have books, labs. Now, students, when they come in, What they really need is what? The hands-on. Now, our training takes them from zero to what? A professional level. Now, what we do, like I said, the ecosystem approach, we don't just train. After training, we understand from what the manufacturer or the industry, what the industry needs. Now, when we look at what the industry needs, now we actually curate a training, train these people and hand them over to the industry. Now, by actually developing a 360 degrees model of building capability, we use video, books. This is what the books looks like. Now, there are use cases in the book. Use cases mean real technical content now that's been upgraded based on recent threats therein. Now, videos, books, labs. So they solve these labs. Now, in solving this lab, we actually what? Monitor end-to-end their capability build-up. So here, I have students in training. We could actually monitor end-to-end what their progress is and how they are growing. You can see, we just jumped into a new lab. They're actually already solving it. Now, how do we integrate this into the university? Now, lecturers can actually come in, use this and actually start developing modules for themselves for training. They actually build capabilities for training, use this to actually monitor the trend. I would like to mention this. Now, there was a time a lady doing MSc in cybersecurity walked up to us, and she actually brought one of their examinations from one of the universities in UK. It was just one sheet of paper. That sheet of paper just contained one slab on penetration testing. I'm just trying to tell you how weighty our technology is and how that's why it actually gives us leverage within the market. Now, we actually helped that lady out. I don't want to actually show you her LinkedIn profile, and she actually went back. But it was just a scratch on the surface compared to the experience you get here. Now, the way we design the program, it's this. Now, the cybersecurity operation requires offensive guys, the defensive guys, and the purple guys. Now, this training gives them capabilities across this domain, making them highly sought after in the labor market. So they can build capabilities around penetration testing, the red team, SOC analysts, and defensive, the blue team, then forensics, the purple team. Now, how do we ensure that students come out professional? They do now real-time scenarios. In the scenarios, we actually test them with real-world capabilities, and they actually get graded here at the scenarios, as you can see from the back end. Here, the ones currently in training, we could check what their report is, and you can see how they are faring from the back end. Hello, are we there?
Yes, sir. We are here, sir.
Okay, good. Now you can see this is an ongoing training. We've done this about scenarios. Now, in the scenarios, it's like the practical session. Students gain remote access to servers. Now, in that server, real-time questions are asked, and they solve it as if they're in a practical field. As they're solving it, the AI is actually grading their performance. You can see this guy has scored it's after doing three units of course, is way high. These courses are very high courses, high scores. Now we have 6,400, we have 10,800, we have 4,200, we have 4,000, we have 5,800. So now this course it shows us clearly like this class is an all excellent class. So we have other classes where we have to work on the students to actually meet with this type of high score. Now, from the back end, the lecturers actually have access to tools and resources that can actually make them develop their own modules, develop their own modules. So we have something like this. So here we have slides. These are slides, training slides for the lecturers to use. Sorry, 1 minute. So these are training slides. So with these slides, the lecturers can actually take their own training. Now you have answers to this. So these are training slides for real-time lecturing. when it is fully, the lecturers can actually upgrade their own module, making the making the session more interactive, more immersive, and more engaging. 1 minute. So we have on the same backend, I'm talking about the backend. Now, this backend is actually for the trainer. You have answers to all the modules. Now, a lot is being put into the labs from the internal team in Israel, ensuring that whatsoever you are seeing here are recent threat terrains and attack done by by the research team. So they update those techniques here so that people training are actually always learning new and updated techniques within the cybersecurity terrain. So you can also get the answers to the questions. Now it shows I just showed you all the answers to the question. Now this is the lecturer's view. Now this is the student view. So the student comes here, he solves all the labs. As he's solving the lab, is being monitored from the back end. Now we have projects. Now at the end of each particular program, you do a project. Now this is what the project looks like. These are real industry projects that actually takes you into the industry and actually help you build capability. Like this is a network research operation order, attack enemy server. During attacks on enemy server, we waste valuable time typing wrong commands due to stress and even exposure. So this is automating project installation of anonymity check, automatically connect and execute command on a remote server, creativity suggested to. So student gets to build all these type of projects and they are building real world capability in the industry. Just recently, we are doing a project competition where students submit cybersecurity projects and the top winner wins $500, free vouchers for international certification. And lastly, we publish those projects on our international platform and employers employ them right away. And I think one successful candidate in Israel was employed and was given a good car. So the take is this: while giving them world-class knowledge, you understand, we actually expose them to international opportunities. While the platform is Nigeria, the opportunities is global. They can fly across everywhere. Now, it doesn't end there. We have the Specto. The Specto here, actually, it's a game changer. Now, we've not fully maximized use of Specto within the Nigerian environment simply because time and often Specto will just appear here with updated threat terrain, requiring the student to solve it immediately to actually get used to recent threats. So Specto appears here. So you solve it and actually get used to a recent threat terrain, a recent backdoor, how you can solve it, how you can actually resolve it. So that's basically what we do here in ThinkCyber. So with this, we've been able to actually use it to build capabilities. We have a couple of units where trainings are ongoing, as you can see, from this backend. This one training. So there are a couple of other units. This is TCN 2501. So how can we work with universities? Now, universities offering cybersecurity, BSc, can actually engage this tool. Now, when students get mature in 200, 300 level, it becomes mandatory that they pass through this training. It helps them build a very divergent and complex capability. So while in 400 level, they're already poaching the market for employment. Now, in the course of actually trying to market a product, we spoke to up to 1,200 students who have left university. Now, it will surprise you that only about 15 to 20% of them are in tech. Now, out of that 15 to 20%, very few handful are doing extremely well. Why? Because the Nigerian tech space does not have matured tech companies. Now, when the students leave university, they are relying on the industry to train them. Now, most of those tech companies have a couple of just few guys who are good. The company is struggling to stand. So the guys coming, the quality of knowledge they get, initiating them into the industry is low. Their use of technology is not very fantastic. At the end, you understand, they waste time there After 3 or 4 years, they'll now start looking for other fields to actually diverge into. I'm talking with experience. That is why you could see somebody left school after doing some years in quality assurance and quality. He went abroad to do a master's in cybersecurity. Even at that, he didn't have enough experience to juggle into cybersecurity. I think he's working currently as a cyber debugger. So you see, now meeting with industry standard in cybersecurity, exceeding those standards, like we say here, excellence is not a requirement, an expectation, is a standard. Now we meet and exceed standard, and we don't just build talent, we build next generation professionals. So I'll stop here in case anybody has, if there are any questions, I will actually answer those questions.
All right, Mr. Michael, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, that was a nice presentation.
Thank you very
But
much.
we still have a long way to go.
Yes, sir.
You've not told us, because from what I can see right now, you are a sort of a training institute. Because you want to link up with us. That means our students are likely to pay fee. Because you are thinking, you are telling us about students offering cybersecurity in schools, preferably will be the target. So you've not discussed, because that's the major thing. A lot of people want to go into cybersecurity. But then we're going to talk about what's going to cost them. This is Nigeria for you.
Okay. All right. Our process actually is this. We have a costing depending on the modules you want to package into a bundle. Now, what we have here currently, it's a basic bundle. Now, some universities come, they say they want the advanced bundle. Now, we really don't talk about cost at this stage. We just try to look at interest. If there is an interest, then at the end, I can give what the cost looks like. And we have a kind of finance strategy we actually advise schools to adopt. So these are what our bundles look like. This level one courses. These are level 2 courses. You're going to pop up now. Level 2. So we stop here. We believe with this from level 1 to level 3, students who actually take this course can walk into the industry and start adding value from day one. So we have level 1 courses, Introduction to Cyber, Linux Fundamentals, Python Fundamentals. We have network research. Then we have SOC analysis, Windows forensics, then penetration testing. It comes with a bundle cost. Now, for people coming from the industry already, who are actually experts, they're not looking at courses like that. They might want to take something at this extreme, offensive Python. They want to take something at this extreme. These are senior level workers, sorry. They want to take something at this extreme. So the costs differ. However, for universities who want to adopt this as a gold standard to ensure that every graduate out of their Department of Cybersecurity is a star and a world-class product outside there, there is a bundle price for this. However, the next step after now is to look at the technology first as a decision maker, assess it, look at it. That's why we have a free trial, and see if it's really what can be adopted into the institution. Then
Michael?
Yeah.
I'd like to make a small comment here, if possible.
Okay.
I want to just give you an indication of the market in Africa. The market this year for cyber security is going to be about $3.7 billion for Africa. And there's 4 million experts which are missing. In other words, 4 million experts are missing currently in the market. That means the demand is extremely high. We cannot get enough people in the market to fill the demand. And that's where our cooperation with the universities is something we look very highly, because you have the students and the market has the need. And this is where we find that a partnership would be so advantageous.
Okay, all right. Mr. Ron was just trying to shed light on how much money is being lost by every cybersecurity attack and the talent gap within the sector. In Nigeria alone, I think it's approaching 350 to 400,000 hands needed within key major sectors, mostly the banking sectors and the fintech. And because we actually are in constant talking and conversation with these people, these are majorly what they need in everyday operation within the banking sector or any other sector. People with this level of capability, they are actually champions and could actually go places. Now, I'll just give an idea of what the cost costs. Now, this whole bundle from level 1, as you can see, we say we take 0 so that they come in from here, they get down to this place. Actually, ordinarily, it's very expensive, but within a university, it comes highly subsidized, depending on the number of people that are actually within each of the departments. Sorry, the departments taking the training. So either which way, we recommend that if it's a model the school is adopting, parents can start paying, then in 300 level, the students take the training. So they become certified, exposed, and at 400 level, we come into the university, we organize a job fair. Student companies can actually unpick them already while they are just rounding up from the university. Hello, Prof.
I'm with you.
Okay, so the standard price for one person is $1,500, but it can be normally we have our bank, EcoBank, that can work out a target savings from year 1 to year 3. So they save up for it, then they take it in year 3. Now, ordinarily, in comparison with other programs, and students actually have access to free international vouchers to actually take international certifications. Now, that cost is just one cost in some other platform. So the mission here is actually to not the retail market, to face the main industry, which is the academia, that is responsible for building capabilities when it comes to education. Work with them to bridge the gap. So according to our banking partner, parents can save up as low as 70,000 naira over 3 years. They are ready for the training. Then the guy takes the training. He becomes a professional. And from there, the sky is the limit. So if somebody who took English could actually come out, take this training without any technical background. Currently, she's a tier 2 cybersecurity professional with First Bank. So that's the costing. However, we don't talk about costing now. We want to actually see how it actually fits, one, the long-term goal with the university. So we're not doing this with all universities. We've actually gotten to the cliche of the number of universities. It's not going to be more than 5 or 6, spaced in different zones, so that they could properly spread tentacle and maximize the use of technology to fill up capacity in cybersecurity. So that's actually our mission in Nigeria. So it's not for every university, it's for choice universities.
All right, thank you very much. I've heard you. The number one condition is that the set of students to come for this program must be cybersecurity or computer science students. If I get it right.
We feel the ones going for a BSc cybersecurity certificate in the university who come in BSc cybersecurity certificate, that is, they've made up their mind from the onset to become a cybersecurity professional. They are the first people who qualify for this training. Now, maybe somebody doing something.
No. What we're saying, hello, are you saying that somebody who's studying history or literature in English or theater art can come for cybersecurity? Is that what you're saying? Because what I'm saying is, I think the first criteria would be somebody in science who is probably in computer science. For example, on a campus, we have people who actually come for cybersecurity who are studying it as their own course in the university here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So those ones, if I get you right, will be the people who will likely want to keep, because we are talking about 300 level, 400 level, 300 level training, and you say at 400 level, you organize a job for them.
Yes, sir.
Somebody who's reading theater art, I don't think will be
No.
to come and study cybersecurity at 300 level.
Our main focus for universities like Redeemers University is BSc Cybersecurity Department. We are focusing.
Okay, now that is right.
Yeah,
So
BSc
now, if I get you right, so you said there are three bundles you're running. For example, right now we have the free trial, which is what you are thinking, which you are coming with. That's why you're not, first of all, introducing the fee to us. Next, you said there are basic bundles and there is the advanced bundle. So if I get you right, even the basic bundle will cost us about 1,500.
Oh,
but
no,
first
okay,
of all, the trial period.
No,
One of
no,
the
no.
questions I want to know now is when. Okay.
Okay.
What is
the
it?
trial is actually not open to the students. The trial is for you and 3 other people within the decision making in the faculty to look at the technology with your expertise.
Okay.
Now, access the technology. Will we give what we give for trial is this introduction to cybersecurity. Now, we walk you through the modules. You look at the different aspects of the technology and see how it could raise the capabilities of the students when they take such training. Now, normally we do advanced entry bundle for universities in this type of program. Now, the cost is what I told you. Now, if we have a department that has about 100,
that's the entry bundle, right?
Yes, the advanced
that's the entry bundle.
That's the cost I told you. Now, if we have a department that has like 100 students or 150 students, we can now give a discount down based on that number. So why we give that number? Because we don't know the amount of students in the department.
Okay. I think that's all right by me. It means that when we see this day your free trial, we will call the head of department in computer science. And then some of the lecturers who are mounting, especially those who are teaching and lecturing in the cybersecurity to join, so that we can assess the free trial.
Yes,
so probably you will send this recording or whatever you feel will boost this the collaboration with your company. You send such a thing to me now, then I'll push it to the head of department and the other lecturers that may be concerned.
Okay, sir. Okay, all right.
I think that will settle that.
Yeah, I will send this video. I'll send this video and some other materials. Then, if you people are interested, we'll have one more meeting with the Chief Operating Officer. That's from the HQ, from our headquarters in Israel. Then after that, we can now start the trial.
Okay. I'm happy to meet with you. I think at this way, I'm happy to meet with Ron. I think it's going to be a good collaboration.
Okay, sir.
With all that you have told us right now, by the time we'll get to see, you're just introducing the program to us. Okay. I sincerely feel that by the time we see the whole package ourselves and be able to review it, we might want to. It looks so sweet. It sounds so good. I must tell you that the little I've heard about it right now. Okay, so sir. We think we'll be able to work with you. But first of all, we need to see and study it more so that we can present it to the other parties who are not currently online. You are fortunate to be talking with members of the postgraduate, how do I call it, postgraduate school of studies. But most of the people online right now, they are from the College of Postgraduate Studies. Because I happen to be the provost then. So we are looking at your program too. If there is any way, after you might have been off the line right now, we'll discuss about it again. And yet, I still present your case to the head of department, as I said.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. It's actually an honor and a privilege to actually have you here. We look forward to successful partnership with your university. Mr. Rombuskela, you want to say something?
I just want to say thank you very much. It's been an honor. It's been an honor to meet you, Professor, and I look forward to our next meeting with the COO and moving forward together with your university.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you,
sir.
We share the video.
Thank you, Iko.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, you have a pleasant day.
Thank you, sir.